Vampires threaten the world of Andaria. To stop them, an order of knights has been created. The Knights of Andar.
Vampires not like other foes. They attack not with just their swords and strike you down. They can change a man.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. And today we are joined by Roz Botaro, Liam Lynch, and Brooke Armstrong. Inside we have Todd Heaney and Frankie hanging out with us today, helping out. We're on Switcher. And today's episode of Knights of Andar is Season 3, Episode 2. It is called The Citadel. And as you notice, we only have half the party. They are all wearing red by accident. I think Liam's the only one that was on purpose.
Well, I brought this shirt just because.
It was on purpose.
And then I saw them wearing. I thought Rob was also wearing the shirt when I saw on the camera, so I ran and got this.
All right, so
It was good.
so then it was all by accident.
sense.
Yeah,
I just tried to
I
wear
feel like we're on Double
bold
Dare
color.
right now.
Bold.
I feel like we're
I do
family
feel
on
that's
Double
exactly
Dare.
what I feel like. I feel like you're on the family double dare.
Family on
Family double dare.
We are.
Come
Yeah.
on, kids.
Kids, you're the dad on the mom. He's a kid.
Oh, right, he's got the backward hat.
Yes.
okay.
I thought he was Mark
And you
Summers.
have the collared
Oh, I'm Mark
shirt.
Summers.
You're
You're
Mark Summers.
clearly.
Amazing. I have nothing to offer as Mark Summers.
I just wanted to
Neither
mention
did Mark Summers. It's
to
okay.
Rob. Rob, did you like that intro?
Well, I really liked it. And
You do?
one thing I noticed at Hutch,
Yes.
it says everyone's profession says Hutch Blacksmith.
Yeah, it does.
And
Right.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's important that it stay that way because I know he may have been knighted last
May
week.
have been. No, he was knighted. Not
No,
may
no.
have been.
He,
Oh, yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, despite
Even
the
though
fact
despite
that
the
he may
fact-
have been knighted.
Despite his knighthood.
Oh, he may
despite his
have been.
knighthood.
That's true. But he's a blacksmith. We got William Knight, right? Lord Commander Caddick Knight. It's a bit. If everyone starts changing to Knight, it gets to be a little.
Sir
Knights of Andar, I think.
Sir Craston.
Kind of loses its
Sir Craston.
shimmer.
Did you get knighted too?
Oh, I got
he was
knighted.
knighted
He did.
as
I mean,
well.
this is going to be ridiculous. I think when. I know the name of the show is Knights of Andar. Was I the only one who thought that just meant me and William? I guess I was shocked. Everyone else was like, saw this coming.
kinda
Like, the Knights
just
of Andar have been
makes
formed.
yes,
I'm
it
like,
kind of-
oh, we had the Knights of Andar all, like the Knights of
all
Andar.
along.
And
the
they're
name
amazing
of the show,
friends.
Rob. The name of the show is Knights of Andar.
It was him and
I thought
William.
there was like a
They
subtitle.
were the knights.
Knights of
Okay,
Andar
so we got,
and
so
company.
got it. Next week, make sure that just you, no one else is no
Yeah.
knights on it.
Make sure you never, ever,
William
ever
can be on it. He's a knight.
put. Just William.
He's a knight who
Hutch
knows
will
his
stay a
place.
black-
I'm just worried about
Blacksmith
Hutch
until the
getting.
end.
It's already going to his head. He was already getting before.
He was
got
getting pretty
knighted.
uppity.
Yes. And then he got knighted. So if he wasn't acting like that
Dan,
before
I
he
have
got
no
knighted,
comments.
I would
Don't
be
fall for this, guys. Liam's just a hype man.
I would be the first guy to congratulate him and be so happy for him.
No, you would not.
I would.
I've been
just
saying
said-
Caddick deserves the hammer the whole time. I've been saying that.
Right.
We
And
all remember.
Look, and we've all been watching Hutch with him and keeping a careful eye.
Yes.
And we all do. We keep an eye on each other because we're friends and loyal to each other.
Loyal,
That's the Knights of Andar
loyal
way.
blacksmith.
That's the Lord
The Knights of
Commander
Andar
Caddick
way. No one calls himself a knight. Only me.
Hutch, your loyal blacksmith forever and ever.
Just keep introducing him as your loyal
What are you going to
blacksmith.
say now?
Yeah.
You're,
I hope
you're
we meet
loyal-
lots of people moving forward. Not this week, though. No, wait, save them for next time.
Well,
for other days.
today's
Wait.
episode is going to be an exciting one.
How could this episode be called The Citadel if...
You're at the Citadel.
But what do we do? It's just the three of us.
There was no one to hold us back.
It's that's true.
Rob, that's
That's
not
true.
good.
Did we blew it up, didn't we?
Well, she attacked.
No,
Did we
you
do?
blew up the Citadel. You kidding me?
I
no
thought that's
way.
how we ended.
No, she
No.
attacked.
Oh.
The Citadel, just so you know, is a structure that, besides being the size of like the biggest fortress you've ever seen, it goes very high into the sky, goes down through the
Come on,
entire
come
ground
on,
into
come
the
on.
dark, all the way into the core of the world.
Stop
It is. It is all made of her crystal.
It did until we.
Of whose
Blew
crystal?
it up.
Nope.
Of Andaria's crystal?
No,
And
the
Darius,
queen,
no, the
queen, right?
queens.
So she
Oh, the
killed.
queen. Oh, the queen, right.
Yeah, we never knew what the queen's crystal was.
Right.
And we found out
That's her
that
crystal.
that's her crystal.
So she-
So, yes, her crystal goes from the overworld down through the dark, all the way into the core, literally into hell. And you guys, well, not you, but the rest of them on Celestial War flew down that way and fell down that way. And remember, the gravity switches after a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how that goes. But this is the first time you guys are there. You guys arrive at the Citadel. You're joined by Essence. You're joined by Lump, by Sparky. You're, of course, with Thalen. And you're with the rest of the crew that is not here right now.
And all the knights.
And it's 25 nights, that's right. And I think that's pretty much it. So when you guys arrive, you're flying around, and Kraston throws the body of Hex out, and it lands on the ground. And as I mentioned last time, people are running from outside into the tower trying to get in. And these people look like citizens. Nothing looks like they're trying to fight back or anything negative. It just looks like they're fleeing in terror from you. Essence lands on the ground. And you guys get off. And immediately she starts trying to put on like a show, of like shooting like arcane energy to kind of like draw the attention and to intimidate everyone. You see the doors of this incredibly beautiful keep, again, that's made of all crystal, begin to shut. And Essence runs over, or kind of flies or gallops over, and then tries to grab the doors.
She does.
And thanks. She does.
Yeah.
And she starts trying to hold the door open. And you see Tom's character, Cole, does the same. He's a big tree. He runs over there too. And then he starts to try to hold the gates. The gates are made of looks like some kind of metal or wood kind of mixed in, but the crystal is actually into the gates as well.
The whole Citadel is made of crystal?
At least on the outside it is so far, so you know.
Okay.
So they're both there trying to hold the gates open. And the rest of everyone else is trying to figure out what to do. And you see everyone slowly just starts running for the gates because they have to get through. What do you guys want to do?
How far away from them are we?
About 100 feet.
Get through the gate. Through the doors.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. We move forward.
Okay. So you guys sprint. You sprint. You guys get to the gates. They're closing. Essence is losing the battle as well as Cole losing the battle to hold it open, but they are slowing it. You get to the gates. You slip inside. A bunch of people slip inside. And all of a sudden you hear a commotion outside. And you see Cole like this, looking behind. And Essence kind of swings her head and turns back into a mortal to kind of slip through the gates. And Cole is like trying to hold it open and releases it out of like pain, unable to hold it any longer. And the gates are shutting. And he turns around and goes to fight somebody. And the party is split.
Oh, no.
So a bunch of the knights go back to stay out. Some knights go in. A lot of your allies are outside. So Hutch, the knight, blacksmith, is outside. So is Damien's character,
Sir Williams.
William.
So Hutch is outside and Essence is inside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So inside is 1, 2, 3. I'm going to let you roll. Roll 4d6. That's how many of your knights are on the inside with you.
Oh, nice.
This is 18.
18 knights go inside. And now we're going to roll for... Thalen is definitely near Cole. But a lot of people went in, and when all the commotion happened, some people went back and forth. Like, they wavered, tried to look in. They ran outside. So we're going to do a roll right now. Liam, you can roll. You're going to roll for a lump. If you roll a 5 or a 6, lump is with you.
No.
No. Brooke, roll for Sparky.
4.
Oh, no. Who did I forget?
Thalen?
Thalen's with Cole.
Other
No
famous
one else.
people.
No. Yo-Yo's there. Yo-Yo
We've
stayed.
just got our 18 knights. And that's it.
So Essence is with you.
That is-
Essence.
King Argon? Is he with us?
No, he stayed
No,
back.
he stayed
Oh, that's
back.
right. That's right.
Okay,
God.
so you guys are inside the Citadel, and the doors, and you see a shimmer of energy goes out and around, and it makes you look around this place, and it is probably the most beautiful place you've ever seen. The entire crystal, entire fortress is made of crystal, and the inside is made of like this yellowish stone that seems to be on platforms that almost defy the physics with nothing really to hold it up. This place looks like something of like a fantasy setting. Looks like the future, in a sense. No technology, but it looks like just like an unbelievable version of what could be. There are vines and foliage on the sides of the walls that are near you, and it seems like nature is growing along the crystal, like they're kind of symbiotic. There are paths that run along the wall and go up some steps and then go into a portal, and there are paths that go down into the middle of the room, into like a large area where people are like would normally be talking, like a gathering area, and there are portals there as well. Somewhere in the center, you see there is like a imagine like a tube that goes all the way up and down, but it's not physical. It's made of like some kind of ethereal light, and people actually go into this area and go up or go down.
We see that happening.
Yes, you see some people, and they're actually fleeing right now. Some people are going up, some people are going down. Everyone in this area, if there were vampires, you don't see them now. They seem to be wearing all flowing clothing, and that's kind of the general feel or style of everybody, what they're wearing. And you get the sense that they live within the Citadel and don't really ever come out.
Is any of them close enough that I could grab one real quick?
Not right now, but they are in this large area. And remember, this fortress is giant size. So to be on this one level, which obviously has like these split levels up and down, it's massive how far it goes. Imagine like the size of like a stadium, and it's just anything in between that could be other areas to be on this one level.
Gotcha.
Any questions about the Citadel?
Can we see they're going up and down based on certain or are they just randomly?
There's that one cylindrical thing that's far away from you, that's in like the center of like this whole fortress area, and it seems to be some sort of like lift in a sense, but it's just arcane light or ethereal light or whatever it is.
So they just walk in, some go up, some go down.
Right, and then on the side you see there are areas where people can actually walk into portals, and wherever they go, they go. You don't know.
Well, we need to go down.
We need to find
How do you know-
vampires.
Yes. Perhaps we should walk into this central tube.
Let's get some information first.
Let's get one of them and see
Yes,
how it
I
guides
run
us
and I
into
try to
the-
tackle
tackle it.
a citizen.
No, we didn't
Can
have
you just speak to a citizen instead?
They're running from us. I'm charge one that I see and tackle them down.
You have no reason to fear us.
Okay, you yell that as you guys are running after them. No, do not fear us.
Oh my god.
You run up and you catch somebody. You catch a like a human male, and he's like, "Unhand me, sir."
What is this place?
It's the Citadel.
Where are the vampires?
Vampires. What is that?
Don't play dumb with me. Does he look like he's been turned, or like does he have any bite marks or anything?
He's definitely been bit.
He has been bit.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know. You don't think he's afflicted or corrupted. You think he's been bit in a way where he's
Like
just
drained.
yeah.
I point out the look. I know you know vampires, boy. I see the bite mark.
This is the mark of our Creator, the of the immortals,
The immortals.
the blessed ones.
Okay.
Blessed ones.
Well,
What blessed
they're not
one?
so blessed.
You speak of someone in particular.
I think he's talking about the vampires.
How
I
many
do not know
blo-
what the vampires are, but I tell you, you are in a place of peace. In fact, here is a place where it is possible for everlasting life.
Oh boy.
Do not come here with whatever your woes. Please relax.
Certainly
Be at
not.
peace.
We in fact seek the dark heart of the necromancer. What do you know of such things?
I do know of a dark heart.
Okay.
The immortal one himself, the everlasting Hex, presents us the dark heart, and he tells us that it is what could be if the evil was allowed to gather in this world. But he keeps it at bay.
How?
Well, there was a time when the dark heart was ruled by the evil necromancer. The necromancer is around the world at all times. But the necromancer has no power here in the Citadel
Why is that?
because of Hex. Hex keeps him away.
Does Hex control that dark heart?
I do not believe he controls it. I believe he keeps it away from the necromancer. If the necromancer was able to connect with his heart again, he would wreak havoc upon the world. Hex is our savior. And what you call vampires, we call blessed, immortal, and we strive to be them.
It's understandable.
Yes, of course, and we've no issues, I think, with that. We too are enemies of the necromancer, but we fear that destroying the dark heart is the only way to truly protect everyone.
Why does Hex not destroy it?
I do not know why he does not destroy it. It is told to us to be a symbol of what could be, so that those who join disciplehood, they see the evil that is out there, but without seeing it firsthand, it would seem to be something that is false or made up, or they would never experience it. He says that it's important to be a reminder there, so the generations, as they grow, they see this evil exists. Here it is.
Well,
Where is Hex now?
Well, I imagine he's somewhere above.
Do you know where these portals lead to?
The gateways.
The gateways, yes.
They lead to all sorts of different places around the Citadel. It is a quite expansive place, if you've
I
not
see.
been there. I have never
So-
been to all the places
For
inside.
instance, if I wanted to visit the main library here, which portal? I
Well,
have to-
you could use any gateway you wish, but you would have to have access.
Oh, I see.
How do we get access?
I do not know how you would. I've never seen anyone from the outside who was not brought in. I don't believe that you would have any access to this
But
point.
what happens if one enters these portals without access? You just cannot enter, I imagine.
I don't know.
How do you enter? You
I
just
simply walk through.
I see.
Can you extend access to us?
I don't believe so.
What about this light, this tunnel of light? The same
The-
goes for that?
The light brings you up or down, whatever you wish. It is a more direct route to different places.
Only those that have access?
I do believe that you could take that.
Okay.
But I ask you
Wonderful. I
again,
think
do
we
do
could-
not bring harm to anyone here.
Oh,
We're not looking to
no.
bring harm to anyone here.
My good man.
The people running said they saw you drop some sort of vampire out from a dragon,
Yes.
It was.
and I imagine your dragon is out there fighting them now.
That was a vampire, not a blessed one, as you would understand.
I think
there
that was
seems
a
to be a
personal.
different-
I think some personal dispute between those two particular
Yes.
individuals that has no bearing on our larger
Yes.
circumstances.
Okay, roll a deception check or a charisma check. 1-6. You could roll more than that if you have it, but do you have any charisma?
8. No.
Okay.
Just the one. 4 I rolled.
So you try to bluff, but it comes off very, very fake. So say it again in a very bad way.
I believe that was a personal. That body you saw drop off had nothing to do with our feelings of the blessed. No, indeed, it was a personal dispute between, I think, those two gentlemen. What the vampire, the blessed, had. They were having an argument about other issues, I believe.
I step in front.
But anyway,
Please, what is your name?
My name is Gerald.
Gerald?
Gerald.
Jero. We have no intentions of causing anyone or anything
as you
harm
can see,
in
we
this realm.
couldn't wait to get away from that other
Caddick.
bunch.
Caddick. We have no intention of causing harm here. It is in our interest to learn more about the Dark Heart and to speak with Hex if that were possible.
It's not up to me.
Who is it up to?
The blessed ones, of course.
Of course. We must apologize again for arriving in
Yeah.
such.
Yeah. Yeah. So where do they show you the Dark Heart?
In the throne room,
Oh,
Where's that?
above on the highest level.
It sounds very important, you claim. But seeing this, very important for all members of your society.
Yes.
Perhaps we ought to see it as well.
Yes, I have made sure my children see it so they understand that to go outside of the Citadel would be dangerous. This world is barren and dark.
It is a truly
It is.
terrible place
And
out
it's
there.
very wise that you do that for your future generations.
Perhaps we too could partake
Well,
in his vision.
let's
Ought it not be beneficial to us?
let Jero.
Well, Gerald's very
Well,
busy, I'm
you-
sure, so perhaps we...
Is there a portal that goes to the throne room, Joe?
Well, we can go up in the tunnel of light. We
Any
don't
of the
have-
gateways will go to the throne room if you have access.
We don't have access. But we
Okay.
have access to the light.
Is there
I believe so.
Is there a portal close to us?
There was one
Not so
right
close.
There. Oh.
About 100 feet away.
How big is Gerald? Can I pick him up?
He's about your size.
Why would you
I just
do
didn't know if he was like a small man.
that? Oh,
I was gonna try to push him in and see if my hand goes with him. If we could,
Why?
because he might be like a key.
This guy's, we're getting along with this guy.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you, Gerald.
Okay, you say it right. You say it right in front of him. Get along with this guy.
right, he's probably feeling the same way. So, at least that's how I feel, Gerald.
If it's all right, I would like to go and see my family.
Good day to you.
Please. Thank you very much.
So,
for your
Gerald,
help.
how do they give you access?
Are you holding him?
Yeah, I'm still holding. him.
We can find out perhaps from someone else.
He
about
said
the
he doesn't
access.
know.
You don't know how they gave you access.
I was born with the ability to travel. I don't know how it's given to somebody of
We
your.
know. He
we'll-
said we can travel the light. Let's just do that.
Do you have to? You just walk through, or do you have to put your hand on it? What happens?
I walk through with the intention of where I want to go.
Huh.
You please unhand me.
Oh, well, he does
Creston.
that from time to time.
Yeah.
Creston.
Accident doesn't even mean
I shake
to,
the hand.
That's
Good day, Gerald.
Thank you, Gerald. It was very kind of you to help us.
He grabs his hand and he walks away, hurriedly. He looks at you and then he goes through the gateway. The whole place, by this time, your conversation
I'm jumping.
is cleared out.
Great.
Essence is spending your time not in this conversation, just looking around. I don't like this. I feel like we're about to be attacked.
Yeah. I think we should have off that guy. He's gonna go tell him.
Oh, well, let's just get out of here then. No sense waiting around.
Am I able to? Are we near any of the crystal that has the vines growing around it?
Yeah, it's all over the place, the walls.
Can I just like take a piece and just like put it in my?
So you pull the vine off.
Can I take a little piece of it?
So you rip off a piece of the vine.
Why you're just petting that vine?
I'm trying to decide. Do I know like what it is? Can I tell what it is? What kind of? Does it look familiar to me?
It
I
looks.
was out in the forest forever.
It looks like foliage.
Do I know what kind of foliage? Like,
Um,
have I seen it
you
before?
would see. This is something that you would have seen in Falindor, you believe.
Okay, so I can tell what it is. Like where, like Falindor. Okay, the Elven realm.
Yeah, that's the closest. That doesn't mean it's Elven. That's
Right,
that's
but
just
it's
what it
just where
reminds
I've
you
seen
of.
it.
Yeah.
Where it looks like. Okay,
Right.
okay, that's fine. As long as I could have seen it. Okay. I tell them.
Okay.
Vines.
All right.
Okay, sorry.
Do you want
Fascinating.
some?
I
All vines are
don't. I
safe
just
to
want to
rip.
make sure.
I said all vines are safe to rip down.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I think our move is to go to this cylindrical tube
One of the
and
knights.
hope to go down.
One of the knights in the back walks up. And he's like, "Sir, I worry that we stay here too long. Something could go wrong. But also, I fear that we must stay here and guard the door. So some or all of us stay here to make sure in case the others begin to enter."
What's your name again?
It's okay, you may speak to him.
Harrison.
Sir Harrison.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. I am also a knight, sir.
He's been recently
Harrison.
knighted.
I am Sir Harrison.
Sir Harrison, yes. Could you go try to walk through that gate over there? The portals.
That is your wish, Lord Commander.
Ah, do you think
we gotta
Creston
find out how they
would-
work.
Well, I would not
I don't-
order this man to do such a dangerous
But
mission.
ask him if he wants to try it.
I mean, we are looking for volunteers to walk into portals. What do you think, sir?
If that is your wish, Lord Commander, then I will do it.
Well, I would never order someone to do such a thing, except the fate of the world depends on it. No, I don't feel right. Why don't we just walk to the tube? This is
The
not
tube
how.
is going to be, they're going to...
It's not a tube. It's not a tube.
The light, they're going
Let's
to be...
go to the cylinder of light.
That's going to bring us slowly up to whatever
When
trap
we-
they're doing.
When we go in, we think down, and we go down.
Wherever we go, it's
as
gonna be- we're gonna
the
be
man we were
stuck in the
speaking to
light.
Earlier.
What's down? We
his
don't.
name?
Do we know what's down? Gerald.
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 Gerald said you merely enter.
Gerald.
Yes, but
And
we'll be
think-
slowly going up or down. You saw how they were moving. We'll be stuck in the tube
We won't
of
be
light.
stuck.
If they start shooting arrows or magic spells at us, how are we going to
How do you
leave?
know we're not protected by the light?
I don't know. I just think, why don't we try these portals if it's an instant?
Well, what
Surprise
happens
them
if
when
he
we come out the other
disappears?
side.
Sir,
What
I
do
will
we-
try it for you. And he puts he walks sheaths his sword and he walks to the gateway.
Just imagine you're going to come out of one over there. In here, out over there.
Yes.
There's a good
That's
fellow.
your destination.
We comes up the other side. Oh, thanks, the ancients.
All right, there you go.
Wow. What is your name again, sir? Sir. Oh, Harrison. Yes. You will be greatly
Do I not
honored.
look like myself anymore?
No, I just forgot for a moment.
Your vines.
Truly, that was a brave display.
Thank
And
you,
you will be honored
Harrison.
for it. Later.
Thank you, sir.
I will exalt you above all the other knights.
Some people are like, oh, man, why did I go?
Some men distinguish themselves for acts of bravery, like Sir Harrison.
All right, so
Thank you.
Now,
Sir
we
Harrison.
will go into the...
go in. Imagine throne room, I guess.
Should everybody else stay back and just the three of us to travel light and
Well,
more stealthily?
I figured we'd go in for the dark heart, right? Why not just
Bring the whole crew.
blast in and take it out?
We have 18 knights, perhaps leave half here. to
And
guard the door.
essence.
Oh, we
And
think
essence.
Essence
Also,
is coming
essence.
with us.
Do you need to go in the hammer?
No, not right now.
I could stay here and wait for the doors to open to go into the hammer, but I believe that soon I should. Every second that I am out, unless you need me for my battle prowess.
Well,
That would be
But
ideal.
yes, it is dangerous that I'm not in there.
It's far too dangerous.
I mean,
And
what if we just pop into the throne room, essence goes dragon, and
I worry if proximity to the dark
roast
Lord could
everything?
make things even worse.
Well, what if this hex is different? What if this hex is extremely different?
Every hex we've seen in any timeline is always a problem.
Yes, I can't hope. Wonder if we'd be best off to not see Hex at all. Just try and get out
I doubt he's here
without paying our
yet.
courtesies, or before he comes back.
I
So,
think it might be.
Essence stays. We take half the knights with us. How's that sound?
Is
Sure play.
the doors can't open, right? Because they've been sealed now.
I don't know. Can't
I
say.
go over, I push on the door.
Nothing happens.
Essence, is there some sort of magic holding these shut?
There indeed, but this magic is much stronger than even myself. This is primal energy from the crystal. From the queen herself. And therefore by proxy, Dragano.
Now, can't magic things absorb crystals or channel them? I don't really know.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Could you suck power out of this place? Make yourself more powerful?
In theory, that is possible, but to do that would be very dangerous because I would not be able to control when I release or stop doing such a thing. So unless the ancient was willing to give me energy and power, I could really destroy myself.
Well, if worst comes to it, you could always try that, Might be crazy.
No, you
Thanks for the tip.
shouldn't try that.
Well then. So Harrison,
Yes,
gather
sir.
7 knights coming with us. The rest of you,
Have I been promoted to lieutenant, sir?
you are Lance Corporal. Let's not be too hasty, young man. One day, you'll be an officer.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you wait here.
Okay, so Essence is staying. Half the knights are staying. What is the exact amount of knights that are staying and going?
9.
we-
Oh,
yeah.
wait, we had 18, so
We had
9
18,
and 9.
so 9
Harrison
and
picked an extra 8, so it balances nicely. Take an extra 1. You plus 7. Yes.
What?
8 nights, please, Harrison.
8 knights plus you.
Welcome to Rob Does Math. Okay, so Harrison plus 8.
Yes, is great.
Okay. So you guys walk where?
To the portal?
Do you think
Light.
any one of the side portals? We'll
Any
just-
portal is the same.
Right. I walk. Very well. I will lead. I walk into any
Wait.
portal. Wait.
Do we need to know? Do we need to know where we're going?
All right, well-
Can you just think throne room? Will it work?
I'm not so sure about
Okay.
that. We
Maybe
don't know
someone
exactly
should go
what it
through.
looks like.
I'll do it though. This time I will follow. I will try to live up to the Sir Harrison's model.
But how are we going to know if it
I'll
works?
pop right back and tell you.
What if you get captured on the other side?
It's such a great risk.
Why don't you send Harrison again? Your little canary.
Little canary. Maya.
Pardon
Be
me.
happy for
Harrison, what happened when
Be
you went
happy
in?
for Harrison for his promotion.
I merely saw the other side, which was here.
But he could see the portal he
I
came
know,
out
he
of.
saw the
Right,
place.
exactly.
Try
We
try
don't know the
thinking of
throne
something,
room.
not the throne room. Maybe, I don't know.
The bathroom.
Like, yeah, bathroom or library.
I do not wish to walk through again if I don't have to.
No, of course not.
What did you experience?
Nothing. It was like stepping into another room.
Now, did you see it only after you went through, or like when you were about to walk into it, did you see the other side?
The second I crossed the threshold, I saw the room again from the other side.
Okay. I have an idea we could try real quick. Here, Harrison, tie this around you. I take the whip and I put it around him.
All right.
Now just do the same thing. Go to the other side of the room. And then I'll pull you back. We'll see if you can pull someone back through. We'll see
Lord
what happens.
Commander, is this your wish for me to do this?
Sadly, my wishes are not what's important right here, Sir Harrison. Fate of the world depends on us. But yes, I do wish it.
Yes, sir. So you're having him reach in?
He walks through, and I'm just holding on.
Okay.
To the whip.
Yeah.
So he goes through.
Oh, God.
You have the whip leading through. All you see is the whip going into some sort of swirling light.
Uh-huh.
And you have no sense of what's happening beyond that.
But does he come out on the other side of the room?
Where you want him to vision?
Just popping
Yes.
out like he did the first time, yeah.
Okay, yes. Then you see him on the other side of the room, yes.
Still holding the whip?
Yeah.
I pull him back.
Okay, he comes back to the side.
All right. So then, envision the throne room.
He can't. He's never seen it before.
Well, just think throne room, and then walk in, and then I'll count to 2 and pull right back. No matter where you end up, you'll come back through.
All
hopefully.
right.
Men, draw
I
your
grab the whip.
swords.
And I imagine the throne room and the dark heart.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I try and imagine. I imagine it. As I step through the portal. As I'm thinking about wanting to go to the throne room.
Okay, roll d6.
1. Oh,
3.
my God.
Wait. Reroll.
Okay, do you have one?
The one I got for rolling lowest before.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
3 again. Gosh.
You step into the portal. You go through, you're holding the whip. And you come out somewhere very different than where you were.
Do I still have the whip?
The whip is still on you. Well, you're actually facing backwards, right?
I backed.
I don't know how you. I
guess.
imagine you.
Okay.
I kinda
So
sidewalked.
you're in another place, but you haven't viewed it yet.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I turn and I look.
Okay.
I count to 2 and I pull him back.
Oh, no.
Okay, before you can get a sense of it.
Oh, no.
He pulls you back.
Okay. What happened?
Well, it works. I didn't get a chance to see where I ended up.
Okay.
But
you went somewhere.
I was somewhere else, and you pulling me back worked. So let me go in again, count to 5 this time,
Okay.
and pull me back.
All of a sudden you hear, and you see figures come down the cylindrical light.
I jump it. No more time. I jump into the portal and
And you see what looks like vampires with like white, very, very white skin, except they're wearing also all white. And they're glowing like angelic, it feels. That's what it
Okay.
looks like. And they're making the way that they like kind of apart. There are 6 total. They start making their way around the room.
You jumped in already?
yes.
He jumped in.
Okay. So you go to the other side. He jumps in. You see the figures are making their way over. They're probably going to be there in like a minute.
I guess nothing to it, right? Follow Caddick. Think of a throne room. I don't know what he thought of. Hopefully we end up in the same place. I jump through. Thinking of a throne room.
I stay.
You stay.
Yes.
Okay.
Cousins.
Okay. You go through. You stay. We're going to start with the stay.
Oh, no.
So you see Essence kind of getting ready. She pulls out two of her blades. They do not mean us peace, I imagine. They are here to destroy us.
How can you tell? They look angelic.
That is merely because of the essence of the crystal.
Okay.
They are empowered. They may say kind words, but I would not trust them.
Okay.
They make their way over, and as they're walking, they actually blur out and like skip like 50 feet. In no time, they're pretty much on you, and the knights are kind of like standing their ground. 3 of them go and stand around the knights. 3 of them come over to you in essence.
The knight stay.
And she stays there, and you see the one that's talking to her has like gray eyes and black hair, and she's wearing like the flowing like white robe, and she's glowing like a white aura.
Okay. Do you mean us harm?
What is your purpose?
Our purpose is to protect this realm from the necromancer. What is your purpose?
She looks at her at one of her allies. They are here to kill Hex.
We are not
She
here
doesn't.
to kill
She
him.
doesn't. Wait, hold on. She doesn't say that out loud.
Oh, okay.
You hear her. You hear her mind. She looks at her.
I hear her mind.
Yeah, you hear the voice,
Oh, okay.
and she just turns back to you.
That is untrue. We are not here to kill anyone.
You are empathic.
I am.
Where did your friend go? Both of them.
They don't know exactly. This place is, as you know, to any newcomer, is a puzzle. We did hear about the Dark Heart. We have no intention on causing harm to anyone. We've never seen anyone of your kind. Like yourselves, anyway. A blessed one, as you've been called. Is that who the 6 of you are?
Indeed.
Are there more of you like yourselves?
There are 12 of us.
12. I think it is very admirable what you teach your future generations.
It is very admirable. Thank you.
It is.
It is also very captain of you to say that. Admiral.
Well, in lieu of other tenants here, I'm curious as to why you think we want to destroy Hex. Is it because his brother is in tow? Why was that your first assumption?
You dropped the body of Hex outside of our citadel. Yet you speak false words to me now, suggesting that you have nothing to do with it.
Not your Hex.
It does not matter.
How
Hex
could it not
is our
matter?
sacred one. If your god, any form of him or version of him, was dropped at the feet, and it tried to explain to you that it is another form, would it matter?
It would. What would that god be doing in a different timeline or a different realm? Of course it would. To think otherwise is foolish.
What is your purpose here?
My purpose here is the Dark Heart, and to destroy it, not anyone else.
That cannot be allowed.
Why is that?
The Dark Heart is important that it exists and is under our care and guard.
Why is that?
Because if need be, it'll be our last hope to destroy the Necromancer.
Is it your last hope to destroy the Necromancer or to side with him and become as powerful?
We have no love for the Necromancer here.
Neither do we. Why do you think of us as foe instead of ally?
You come here as foe. You bring an ancient dragon with you. She looks at Essence.
She's a friend.
if you truly mean no harm,
Mm-hmm.
give up your weapons. Make a gesture of peace, as we are doing right now.
You're giving up your weapons.
No, we are not fighting you. We're not destroying you.
We're not fighting either.
Great. Do you need your weapons?
No, I would imagine no.
Therefore,
If we're not.
leave your weapons with your friends, the knights. If you do this, you may accompany me. We will walk into the light.
I leave my weapons.
Essence walks over with you while you're walking away. You're between you're between like the two sets of blessed ones.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
We don't mean them harm, Essence.
I'm coming with you.
Is that wise?
It's not wise for you to be going without me. She puts her blades down.
Okay.
The three that you met, you come back to them, and they turn and start walking towards the celestial light.
Okay.
Once there, you get into it. Just think up. Simple as that. Nesson goes. Okay. We're now going to go to Liam's character, Creston.
Who is with?
We're together.
Hopefully. Probably not, though.
Doesn't sound that
Well, you
way.
had the whip. Whip.
Creston, you go through the portal. Who wants the whip? Raise your hand.
Oh, I had the whip on me still.
Who wants the whip? Raise your hand. Okay. So all of a sudden, the whip disappears out of your hand.
Oh.
You go somewhere where this can't be right because Caddick is not there, and it's all darkness.
Like pitch black darkness.
Yeah,
Reach out in front of me like this.
just all darkness.
Portal still behind me.
Yeah.
It gives off light like in itself,
It does not have the light in between it. It's the archway.
so it looks empty. Like I couldn't go back anywhere.
Right. So the gateway
Okay.
is behind you, but not the light in between.
Do I have nothing to make light? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna get low. Turn on my hunter senses, like smell and hearing and everything, and try to track anything. Do I get a sense that anything's near me, or am I in a place with creatures?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So you're gonna roll tracking,
Okay.
looking for an R6. If you give me a few, I'll give you more information.
Okay. No sixes.
Any rerolls?
I could reroll. I got one. I'll use it.
Do it.
1 6.
Okay. I'll ask you to ask me one question, which I'll answer truthfully. Then I'll tell you also what you sense.
Okay. So I was sensing for life forms, right? So my
You sense other creatures around somewhere in this place.
Okay. So now I also get a yes or no?
Yeah.
Where I am, is it a large area or like tight and confined?
It's both large. I'm going to answer this not yes or no because there's no way I can answer it. It's both large and small.
Great. And I sense life forms.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Do I get a sense how close they are?
That's difficult to tell.
Can I tell if they're vampire or not?
No.
Okay. I will very slowly and sneakily start creeping to the left.
Okay. You turn left. You start moving away from the gateway. You quickly realize that the only thing that you have of a marker of some sort is the gateway. And as it falls into darkness, that becomes clear that any way could be any way, any direction.
Nice.
Do you continue?
Yes.
Okay, you continue walking. You sense that there are creatures or something of some kind, either nearby or far away. It's hard to tell. It just seems like they're everywhere and nowhere at once.
Okay.
You travel for a few minutes, and you're just in almost pure darkness.
Okay. I'm gonna think of light happening. Does anything happen?
No.
Okay. I like knock on the ground. Like, can I tell what kind of material it is?
The ground seems like stone.
Seems like stone. Okay. I like reach up and like, if I can't touch a ceiling, I'll like kind of wiggle the whip upwards. Do I hit any ceiling at all?
No ceiling, and when you look upwards, you can see that it's pretty much into like almost like mist or haze.
Mist or haze. All right, what's going on? I yell.
Your voice echoes.
It does echo. Any response?
No.
Crack the whip.
Whoosh.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What the? Okay. I'm gonna picture the main hallway we came through, like as if I was transporting there, and I'm gonna look back towards the portal and see if I see any sort of like light or anything, as if the portal ignited.
You do not see anything.
Okay. I'm gonna lick the ground.
It tastes terrible.
Does it taste like stone?
It does.
Do we get a sense of what kind of stone?
Limestone.
Yes.
Is it sour?
Lemon stone.
You don't know.
Here's one. Is it clean stone? Like, is there dirt on top of it?
Bloody stone.
It's old and dirty.
Old and dirty. Okay.
Ooh, both. Two winners.
So I wouldn't imagine we're in like a pitch black hall that was like. Do I hear
Ooh,
that?
that sounds good.
All of a sudden, you hear a door open.
Oh no.
Still licking the floor.
Don't let him know.
Oh.
You know he's there.
You hear footsteps.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, you see a man come over to you, and he has like this hat on that has like blades going out on the sides and blades going up, and it looks like almost like the V from Vendetta mask, a little bit.
Okay.
He has this illustrious outfit that looks like a royal or an elite would wear. It's super elaborate. And he just walks up with his hands down.
And I can see him.
Yeah, he's the only thing that you can see.
Do I, like, is he giving off a glow?
Yeah, what's the
How do
source of
I-
light?
Slightly,
Okay.
yeah.
Fancy clothes you got on.
I am the gatekeeper. You have entered my dungeon.
Well, nice to meet you. I have indeed. It's pretty dark in here.
Yes. You are a prisoner of the Citadel.
I was getting a sense of that, yes. Is this some sort of like in-between world you have me in?
It is not between worlds. No.
So what's my crime?
I believe you know your crime.
Entering the portal. Without permission.
That's one of them.
There's more.
Yes.
Tell me. I don't know what else I've done since I walked through your doors. Seems like a nice enough place. Did Gerald snitch on me? Is it because I grabbed Gerald?
I do not know who Gerald is. But you are being charged with the murder of our most sacred one.
Okay. I didn't murder him, though. I just
You threw
returned his corpse.
You threw him, or from atop a flying dragon.
He was already dead. I was just returning the corpse.
How do you plead?
To murder?
Yes.
Not guilty. To returning your prized leader? You're welcome.
You thought the way to return our leader was to throw him off the back of a flying dragon.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he was already dead. That was the fastest way to get him to you.
What is your intentions here?
We're trying to find the Dark Heart,
And then?
dispose of it, to stop the Necromancer.
And what of our leader?
Is another one?
Of course.
I don't know. I've only saw him, I think, momentarily. If it's the same hex that I saw in the desert, there seems to be a lot of them running around, but my hope is to save him.
You wish to save him.
Yes.
Why?
Every version we've come across of him in this place has seemed to be under some form of duress.
So if someone were to try to kill Hex this very moment, would you risk your life to save them?
To kill Hex. As if he just showed up right here and you were trying to kill him? Yeah, I'd probably stop you.
Would it matter who was trying to kill him?
Probably, yeah. Like if one of my friends was trying to kill him, maybe they had a reason to do it. I might help them. I'm gonna shoot you straight on that.
Your name?
Craston.
Craston, I believe you're going to be here in a very long time. Your friends are, at this moment, moving in all places around the Great Citadel.
And, what do I mean, is anyone else in here with me?
Oh, yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. The tortured souls of many individuals from the prime material plane. You may run into all sorts of things here.
Can they hurt me?
Absolutely.
Interesting. Can they hurt you?
I doubt it.
Can I hurt you?
You could try.
Say that real menacing.
That was his answer.
I flick my whip, but I don't actually flick it at him. I just make like a.
He doesn't flinch.
Just start. He doesn't flinch.
You're feisty.
You're brave.
I'll have you know that there is a way out of here, and that is to defeat me in combat.
Really?
Yes, but
Oh my
I
God.
am Darkborn.
I'm Creston.
You are nowhere near my power.
So how does this work? If I stay in here, do I need food? Am I in some sort of limbo?
You will not need food while you are here.
Okay. I could be here for a really long time.
Yes.
So I could train real hard. Be ready to kick your butt.
You can trade as long as you like.
All right. So how do I let you know when I'm ready to fight?
Just let me know. Pull it out.
You could hear me at all times here.
Ring the bell.
Pretty much.
What's your favorite song?
Perhaps your scream, where my blade plunges your heart.
It's a good line. Is the blade one of your masks? You're just gonna headbutt me? Or you got other knives hidden under that fancy cloak?
Good day to you, Creston.
I didn't catch your name again. What is it?
He steps back. As he steps back, he starts disappearing.
Darkness again?
Yeah.
All right.
Creston.
All right.
Caddick.
Caddick.
Sorry, Caddick.
Right.
Caddick. You go through, and I think that you forgot, and that Brooke forgot, but you do go to the throne room. Why? Because you've been there.
Oh, yeah. Was I? Citadel. Caddick.
Yeah.
Oh, with the crystals and the... Is that the same thing?
No?
Oh.
It happened during our quest, not off camera, as part of Caddick's
Wait.
background.
No, so I
we were Maya
it
and Caddick
happened
were
on an
both-
episode that you weren't here,
Oh.
But it also the next episode, I restated it to you. Do you remember when you got in the coffin?
Oh yeah, that's where. Okay, yeah.
Remember it was made of crystal? You were
That's
in the
right.
throne room.
Wasn't I there too then?
I wasn't there.
Oh no, old Craston was. But he. Oh, that is me though. Vampire Craston was turned in that throne room.
Oh wow.
True.
My arc right now is really cool though. I'll stay in the cool dungeon.
I remember this place well. It was here. Oh,
Oh, no.
so I just look around.
You walk around talking out loud.
You go to tell me that, and then you realize I'm not there.
What? Very well, I will face this alone. Do I see the heart, the dark heart?
So you come out, you turn around, and you turn away from the gateway, and you see kind of what you saw last time. And it's all of these elites with wine in their hands. And they're all laughing and talking about certain things, and just seems to be some party or whatever it is. This whole area is being served by humans, immortals, elves, dwarves, and other things too. And they go over and they kind of offer themselves up to be drinking. So the vampires will actually feed on them for a little bit. And then they'll talk about who is the best to feed upon. It's very disturbing. You're just standing there in your full regalia, completely overdressed. And you see that there's these steps that go up, but you remember, and they go up to a throne. And right now, there's no one in that throne. Beyond that, it's all crystal.
All crystal. Do any of them look like a dark heart crystal?
You don't see a dark card, at least not right now.
I go behind the throne.
You're nowhere near the throne.
Oh, I see.
You have to walk through the entire crowd, walk up the steps, and then you can go behind the throne if you wish.
Okay, I just kind of start to stroll, I just walk through.
Okay. You start strolling through. For only ones, you gather attention. You do not yet.
Oh, nice.
They're basically talking about, like, their favorite humans or favorite dwarves to feed upon, and how the mortals wish they were them and they're not. And they see them as, like, these illustrious creatures, but they have no idea. It's very much like a high society, cultish feel, laughing about the inferior mortals that wish they could be something more.
Keep moving.
These aren't the blessed ones, though, right, Tony? These are just like.
I can't answer that.
Oh.
You make your way through. We're going to roll again. Don't draw any attention.
How far away? I'm so far away.
Oh, God.
I would say you're probably 25% of the way through.
Oh, God, I can't. Eventually, I'm going to get scared and just break out into a sprint. But how long can I keep this up? Well, I still kind of listen around. I'm listening for snippets as I'm walking. Anything other than them just inane banter of these high society freaks.
Roll perception. And if you roll a 6, I'll let you ask me a question. And that'll be something you hear. Do you only get one?
For perception?
No, you get more than one.
Oh, I put the survival in it as well? Like
Yeah.
The base stat. Okay, then I get 2 more dice.
Yep.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Oh.
Okay, so you hear something. This is you keying into something that interests you. What's your question?
I'm listening for any talk about the Dark Heart.
The Dark Heart. Okay, so you hear someone talking about it, and they say, yes, it is good that the Dark Heart is around, because how would the next generation know that the evil is there? There is one thing to hear about something, but entirely in something else to see its existence. Thank God for Hex. Thank God for this place. We are truly blessed.
Close. All right. I'm going to keep moving.
Okay,
There's no way he's going to roll a 1.
There's no
I rolled a
way.
1.
He did.
Sure.
You see some.
Oh, it's Gerald.
You see some of them look over. Gerald is not there. you see some of them look over to you, and they start talking. I rolled 1 out of 3, so they all start talking about you, and then a group starts to point and like, like wonder who you are. All of a sudden, you see off onto the side, a beam of light, and you see these figures walk in, and it's 3 figures that are glowing white, and behind them is Essence and Maya. They seem to be walking like in like a row towards the stairs that lead up to the throne.
And do they see me?
They don't seem to see you.
Great. I'm just going to continue heading in that direction then, like as if I belong.
Okay. People are talking about you, but they're not approaching. You're making your way over. I have another one. More people start catching on. It gets bigger. I'm going to say about like 20% of the party is now the party, not as your party, the absolute party.
Shindig.
The shindig have noticed you, and they're speaking about you. One more one is going to trigger something else. I'm going to give you another chance for perception as you're listening. Roll 3 dice.
Ooh.
Okay. You can listen, eavesdrop on one more conversation.
I want to listen for any information about where Hex is. Anything about Hex I can find out.
So where is the Immortal One Hex? I have heard that he had a great battle, and he will be here soon to grace us with his presence. Some say that he is reborn, renewed from this battle. Dr. Arcane is with him now. Continue your walk. I'm gonna roll 2 more times after this. Another 1. There it is. A vampire woman comes over to you. She comes over faster than you think someone should move. Hello.
My lady,
Please put your arm out. May I feed?
I'm sorry, but that's not why I'm here.
Don't be coy with me. You are not here for our entertainment. Of course you are. In the guise of a Sir Knight. Come, give me your arm.
How dare you speak to me in such a way? I, who share blood with Hex? And you presume to taste it. Your foul tongue doth not deserve it. And I keep walking.
Why? See her walk away. She goes, I like that one. I'll feed upon him before the night is done. Oh, I know you will.
They would.
That's what they sound like. That's what they say. Okay, so a lot of people are looking at you, especially after that. Like almost the whole party, shindig, is looking at you. At this time, you take notice of him, and you hear him make that whole speech. And Essence is like, this is not good. We have far too much attention on us. We are in the lion's den here.
Okay, they seem to be taking us towards the throne.
Yes.
Is that not good?
No.
Why?
I do not see this ending in a way that we're going to be allowed to leave.
Well, isn't that... I didn't hear the conversation, right? That they said that Hex wasn't there?
No, you know that. See, you guys finished the walk, and the 3 move to the side, and they kind of like usher you guys into the middle of the bottom of the steps. And they look at each other, and one walks up. The other 2 stay with you. At this time, Caddick makes his way over. You can roleplay. They see him. They don't take any worry about it.
Okay.
Ah, good you made it.
We did without any weapons because we're not doing them any harm.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Best we not engage in any combat with them, I think.
Yes. Did you find where Hex is?
Hex will be here soon.
Great. Then we
Best-
can speak with him.
Perhaps just do what must be done and get out of here.
They're around us, right? They hear us.
No, I'm
They hear
speaking in
him
this
say
kind
that.
of talking like
I can't tell you what they hear.
Is he next to us now? He's joined us? And
Yeah.
then the other 2 are on either side of us.
Yeah, they're really
Okay.
close to you.
Okay.
To the distance that I am to you.
Okay.
I don't know how he would react. He sees us.
I don't know either. You had no interactions with this Hex, though.
This hex.
This new hex.
I don't know. No, I have no idea what his experiences are with Caddick.
Okay.
But never does seem to work out well with us, does it?
I don't know. Maybe something's different this time.
Did these creatures say where they are leading us?
I'm sorry?
Where are they leading us right now? They say.
No. Excuse me, what is your name?
She looks at you. Shh. She looks up to the throne. Everyone. The Sacred One himself arrives. She moves to the side. And you see a light from behind the throne. And around the throne comes Dr. Arcane. And you see the doctor has some sort of tube connected to Hex, who follows him. And Hex sits down. Welcome, everyone. We celebrate a great battle. I tell you now that the last kingdom that defies us has been sacked. You see everyone's like, now it is us. And the necromancer is all but defeated. Everyone claps. Today we are graced by the presence of someone that shares the same blood as me. You see everyone's like, they're all like freaked out. You can role play a second.
See?
Yes, indeed. I am here to complete the destruction of which you speak. All but defeated is the necromancer. And now, his final moments approach. Are you with us?
Caddick. No.
There's no answer for anybody.
Caddick, just
It's
let's
okay,
hear what he
they
has to say. Address him as brother.
Brother.
Caddick, it is good to see you.
Indeed, it's been, well, strange.
I put my hand on Caddick's back to try to keep him a little calm.
You do that, and it's on his armor, so you don't know how much he can feel.
Okay.
You,
You rub the armor.
I rub the armor. I rub up near the neck.
we, saw you
I pulled
at
his
Dr.
earlobe.
Arcane, in the desert.
It's
But,
just-
and here we are again.
yes.
Here we are.
Brother, please come and embrace me as a brother. Leave your swords, of course, down there.
It's a suspicious thing to say, to leave my sword. What hard to mention it one way or another.
It's not suspicious for him to believe so.
There are no blades here. There are no weapons here. This is a place of peace.
Do so, Caddick.
This sword is ornamental, brother.
I'm sorry.
Caddick.
The way of our people is peace.
Way of your people
Caddick, please.
leads to destruction.
No,
The ability to destroy the necromancer lies in your hands, and you do not take
Caddick.
it. Why?
Caddick. This is a different. We're speaking about something different now.
I'm not.
Can you please,
Gotta keep him focused on the main
please
goal.
put your sword down so you can approach your brother?
Very well. No need of this sword to embrace my brother.
You may hand it to the Blessed Ones. You see the woman with in all white just puts her hand out.
Thank you. I rise. I walk up the throne room to his throne.
You walk up a couple of steps. And he smiles pretty much like he's happy that you're here. And halfway up, he goes, Stop. You stop.
Yes.
Brother, I have questions for you. Remember, he's talking to you now as like a personal conversation, but it's in front of probably like 3,000 people.
3,000 people in this room.
Oh, yeah, it's huge.
Okay.
Brother, I am curious. I know you, but I also do not. So I ask you this clearly and truthfully. Why are you here?
Why am I here? I think I've been quite clear about that. Here to destroy the dark arts of the necromancer. All vestiges of him must be purged from existence, from every timeline, from every possible realm that exists.
The doctor leans into him. Remember, the doctor has the tube still on him, so he's very close. He says to him, yes. You say that you're here to kill the necromancer. But we have found this. Points back, and you see some guards walk in. These guards have crystal armor on. They walk in. As they move, it turns rainbow everywhere the armor would bends with their body. And they stop. And they throw down the body of Hex. What do you say of this, brother? It is me that lies on that floor.
It is not you. Pardon me for saying so, Your Majesty.
I know how you feel.
Do
I
you?
saw myself fall to your hands. But again, that was not you.
That's correct.
Maybe.
Yet here we are. Perhaps we can reconcile many.
Who killed this man? Who killed this other version of me?
Was
He's not with us.
he fell off a dragon? I did.
He fell off
He
his
fell off a dragon.
rage.
Rage, yes. So, I guess you could say it was combat related fall. Rather than attributing it.
It's no fault.
Right. I do
So-
not believe his death can be
Pardon me.
attributed to
So
the.
clumsy, you know?
You're saying he
It's-
fell in combat.
He did.
Yes.
And what if this person? All of a sudden, you see a man standing there, and he has that helmet on. The vendetta-looking guy. He's got the daggers, the pointed thing to the side, going up. He has the mask on. He has the flowing outfit onto him. And next to him, in shackles, is Craston.
Yes. Why, that is Sir Craston.
Craston is the one who threw the body off of a dragon onto the floor.
An intemperate action, no doubt. But as I believe I don't know if he had a chance to tell anyone, but I believe he was already dead. I agree, a desecration of a corpse.
Your friend Craston was traveling here with you.
Yes.
We stopped his transport and brought him into the dungeon instead to question him.
Well, I admit can seem unsavory at first glance, and he's, let's say, hung around with some unreputable folk. So I understand your suspicions.
Vampires destroyed his family. If you can understand. He's been through some.
From what I hear, Craston, you were created here. You were a vampire.
That's right.
Therefore, you are subject to vampire law, and your life is forfeit
Why is that?
because you have thrown the body of the Sacred One. You did not bring him back in peace. You did not bring him with respect. You threw him to the ground as a warning to us. I would have welcomed you with open arms. You could have brought the body to us and paid respect.
No, you wouldn't have. We
Aren't-
saw you in the desert. You ran away from us.
Aren't you the Sacred One?
I am indeed the Sacred One, but there are many timelines here.
Yes, but every timeline isn't as You're not the same.
Would you not ask if this person was dear to you, that he be treated with respect in life or in death?
Absolutely.
And would it be okay
However-
if someone threw him off of a dragon to make a point? Answer honestly.
Honestly, what was that other person's interaction with him?
No big deal. No big deal. But if someone threw your king or your god at the doorstep, you would consider that respect?
I can't say that I would, but if it was a different version of my god, if there were multiple
It
I'm
doesn't-
versions of my
confused.
god,
Do your people
does
know that you
matter.
raised the city?
that does matter to me.
You say you come from peace?
They know the city's been sacked, yes.
So, does it not make sense for me to return and throw down a corpse after you killed thousands?
That
Look.
Hex did not have your best interests at his heart.
We came to claim what is ours in the city. We have a deal with the city. And also, apparently something else went awry in the city before we got there. Do you have any comment on that?
Went awry? I mean, it was being attacked by zombies.
Yes.
So, I mean, yeah, the zombies were attacking.
Yes.
And then you came and stopped us from escaping and killed even more people. So that seems to us to be an act of war.
But it wasn't him, remember, Creston?
I know it wasn't him. It was this body who fell and died.
We don't seek to involve ourselves in
We don't
the
see any
issues of this realm at
violence.
all.
Exactly.
I, who am the Sacred One, am indeed another form of the one that existed before me. But I still rule from this chair.
So I see he's already begun poisoning your mind. Didn't we warn you in the desert
Let
about
him
this
speak,
man?
Creston. Let him speak.
No, I won't.
He's
You will silence, or I'll throw you back in the dungeon you came from.
So you don't remember the desert then?
Disappear.
So-
Come, Hex, greet me as a brother.
Very well. I go up and embrace him.
Show me.
no. Go, Rob.
That's fun.
I am
Yeah, I go. We do one of these, like the hip, super far apart hug. Hey, brother, it's so great to see you. And I'm back. So, well, what a nice experience that was. Now, back to the matter at hand. The Dark Heart, brother. Fate has brought us together here to work together again. Remember all the battles we've had? We cleaned the ruffians from the north.
Yes, in my timeline, though, I had to kill you. You should know this.
Had to kill me.
Yes.
Why?
You turned into a vampire. You were a great lord of our house. You ran Oakfrost. But you were consumed with fighting the vampires until they got the better of you. I was forced to put you down.
Well, I know we've both done difficult things in our times. But we have to focus on the future now.
Indeed.
Do you feel that he is the same?
I do not know.
I'm
We are brothers, though.
indeed.
Come. Sit. Sit on the throne.
I do not seek to rise above my station, sitting on a throne.
What if I were to elevate you to the station?
Come now, certainly.
You are sacred as well. You share the same blood as me.
We are not sacred. Let's not buy into this.
It is
Kevin,
what
this
is.
This is his realm. This is his world.
That is true.
Why not rule this citadel with me, brother?
What is this? Just lie around here at fancy parties,
There is much to do here.
drinking blood and comparing tastes.
It is okay to celebrate when a battle is won, when an enemy is defeated. They are celebrating.
When the enemy is defeated, I will celebrate.
Caddick, he seems to be on the side of defeating the necromancer.
They
as
are
well.
on the side of dragging their heels now, at the moment, when we can strike the final blow. You choose to set yourself up as a
Maybe.
princeling.
Maybe he's offering you to.
Kadek, I wish for you to be of the same status as me.
We are men of the North. Yes, we rule, but we do not partake in such finery. This reeks of
Nothing he's saying to you is.
this whole
Reason for
lot.
it.
Is this what it's going to be? Fancy parties?
They're celebrating a victory.
He's still, yes. Tell me, what are your great plans for this world?
Our plans are to save many people as we can, of course. Give them sanctuary in the Citadel.
Do you give them choice?
Yes, many seek to become like me, like many here, and others live amongst the Citadel and live their lives in safety.
Caddick, let's not forget what Bordeaux had mentioned. We might not be used to them as a species that we've coexisted with before, but perhaps going forward, this is the future. Perhaps this is the way.
Come, Kadek. Sit in my chair.
I will sit in the chair. Last time you made me sit in a coffin. Didn't work out well for...
That's not a coffin.
No, it's better. But I still have a bad feeling. I sit.
How does it feel?
It's only a chair.
Only a chair. This chair has great power.
Does it?
If you were to truly embrace it and feel it, you would feel that this throne, the throne originally of the queen, is connected to this entire fortress. Her essence runs through it. The power runs through it.
Magic. Such as this, I have no skill for it, as you know.
It is not magic. It is prime energy. It is from the very heart of Andaria. And this is the most crystal you probably have ever seen in one place.
It's truly amazing.
It's beautiful.
Do you feel the power flow through you, brother?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Certainly. One can't help but feel the power emanate from this place. But what now?
Relax your mind. Tap into the fortress. Tap into the crystal of the queen. Seek peace, brother. Seek peace.
I go into a meditative state, try and clear my mind of all of the throne and the crystals.
Okay. Switch seats with me.
All right.
All right.
Oh, now I'm afraid.
So. Okay, I'm starting a clock right now. For 1 minute, you have great power. You're the dungeon master.
Oh my God.
Okay. Do you understand?
Caddick.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No,
I'm the dungeon
I don't think he
master.
does.
So you are the dungeon master. You have ultimate power. You're sitting in this chair, and basically you feel all this power running through you. So at any time, you could do whatever you wanted to do within the minute. You feel all this energy. You feel all this essence. It's about not letting anyone distract you and just doing whatever you wanted to, because the most important thing would be the fact that you're focusing on the time that you have left and not paying attention to anyone else or what's going on. So it's really up to you about what you want to do with the time you have. You could definitely feel like this is an important moment, and it's completely up to you, I would say. So just keep that in mind. And your time's up.
What?
See, this is where my politeness really, really comes into play because I don't cut people off. Never been
I
my
thought he was
style.
giving you directions, and then he was gonna.
I
sorry,
suspected some chicanery.
That was the puzzle. The puzzle was I was telling you not to listen to me, not to be distracted, to focus on everything because time is running out. You had a minute.
I don't think it was a full minute.
I think Liam figured it out. Did you figure out what was,
I
what
destroyed
was
the
going
thing.
on? Yeah, Liam figured it out halfway through.
Oh. All right, so I'm still sitting in the chair.
Sit back down. Sit back down.
Whoa, let me
Sitting
sit
in the
down
chair.
again.
Oh, it was a nice
Wow.
chair.
Richard Wild goes,
Wait, so
now
you-
that's a power move. That was a scary moment for me because I'm handing him over literally infinite power to
God
do anything
damn
he
it!
wants
All
to
I
do.
wanted to say was the dark heart explodes, and I figured if I could just do that, and everything else will. Well, we'll just see what
Could have
happens.
said that.
How did it feel, brother? Did you feel the power?
I don't know. I don't know if I really got the chance to experience it.
It's easy to let your mind get in the way and be distracted. This power could be yours, though. The armies of the Citadel could be yours. We could have the life that we were meant to be. The Hartford brothers ruling together. Father would be proud.
I can't imagine. This is how he would have envisioned it. What of existence? I mean, as far as I understand, if these dark hearts are to live, it all will become irrelevant soon enough, brother. We will rule nothing.
This is nothing?
It will all be gone. Do you think the necromancer will? You hold him in prison? Eventually, his evil plan will come to fruition.
You understand that here in the Citadel, this is very different than everywhere else on Andaria. The Citadel is safe. It is a sanctuary from the shadow of the necromancer.
Are we to hide out? Are we to doom the rest of the world?
This is the.
Brother, you can destroy the dark hearts, but if you're standing where I am, this Citadel will remain intact.
So? Allow us all to carry on our mission.
This Citadel survives every timeline, brother. Do you not understand yet? Every timeline, this Citadel is one place.
I confess I understand very little of these timelines. But
The Queen built her Citadel. Do not even wonder why a Citadel is built with her crystal. The Queen was at battle with many of the other ancients, and the one she feared the most was who, brother?
the Queen feared the Red Knight the most.
The Queen fought with the Red Knight the most, but they feared the Keeper.
Yes.
The Keeper's powers of chronomancy, of time, of very existence. She built a Citadel that is impervious from time effects. The people here are the same people in every timeline, brother. They are the same. These people are no stranger to another version of their Sacred One entering or exiting. These are the same people that have seen Drogano in form enter and become the ruler. They have seen a dark majesty rise up in these walls. They see great and powerful things from what you call sheltered away in this place. They lead a life that you understandably do not understand.
This is all beyond me, I fear. If your plan is to simply hide away in this castle forever.
No, the plan is to join forces, brother. Kill the necromancer's dark heart,
All right.
and then kill the dark heart here. And allow the other timeline to whisk away.
The other timeline. My timeline, you mean?
The timeline of the necromancer.
Is he not in all timelines? I fear you're.
Pardon me, if this third heart is encapsulated here in the Citadel,
Yes.
is it the only one of its kind?
No, there is another. There is one in the temple below, in the core of the world. It is the greatest and most powerful one. But what would happen if you would destroy that one and it was the last dark heart to be destroyed? What would happen to you? Can anyone answer the question?
Would we cease to exist?
Yes.
Because our timeline would end.
Yes.
Well, we've erased the necromancer from existence.
Correct.
This timeline would exist. Or some
The
timeline
Citadel
would
will always exist. He's trying to explain to you.
Correct.
Everything inside, he's not hiding away. This is an actual part of existence through every timeline. This is a main, perhaps this is the only touchstone, if you will, of every single timeline. So
we bring this. Would you?
This goes beyond what we've been not led to believe purposely, but beyond what we've been able to understand up until now. Thank you, Hex.
Now that I feel like you understand and that you see, as a gesture of goodwill, I'm going to release your friend.
Thank you.
You see, just close his eyes for a second, opens him up, and the gatekeeper appears with you, and your shackles are removed.
Spoke sense to him then.
Indeed.
He realized his mind's been poisoned.
There's an understanding, Creston. It's not.
Yes, we are negotiating.
We're learning.
Yes, they are negotiating.
We're learning.
They have seen the light.
Great. So, do you remember the desert?
Yes.
Remember what we told you?
Pardon me, Creston.
I don't know you, and I might have to shut you up. I'm talking to Hex now.
Sir
Caddick,
Preston,
can
that
you
is
please-
hardly appropriate.
Can you please
way
explain to
to
him the
speak.
timeline and the actual meaning of the Citadel through each of them?
The
Please.
Citadel exists in all timelines.
Great.
Let him know why he was kind enough to release him.
He released you because we have all agreed to what? We're not going to destroy the Dark Arts? Is that what you're suggesting?
The Citadel,
I see how this
Creston,
is going.
We'll
Creston,
see.
the
Okay,
Citadel
yes.
is the only.
You're falling for his lies, this man.
He's
being
claiming-
poisoned by, look at this guy with his pipe right into your brother's vein. What do you think's
Yes.
happening there? Do you remember in the desert when we said he would corrupt him? Look
Yes,
what's
Dr.
happening.
Arcane, you've remained very quiet through this whole conversation.
Caddick.
It is not my place to speak unless my
Puppet.
master says it is deemed otherwise.
Your master. He's your master?
Of course.
Yes. Or does the tail wag the dog?
Caddick.
Exactly.
Explain the tube.
I am giving blood
You're giving
Giving
blood.
blood.
to the sacred one.
Or perhaps draining it from
Who
him.
is this? Caddick,
No,
please remain calm.
it is going into the sacred one.
Who is the sacred one? Dr. Arcane?
The sacred one, Hex.
So, Hex, you're just feeding.
Dr. Arcane,
you're-
Dr.
okay,
Arcane speaking.
I'm sorry.
You're feeding on Dr. Arcane, then. This is...
No, Hex. Yes. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So, Dr. Arcane is just your loyal lackey.
He's aiding me. Is that a problem?
Why?
I'm sure you had a great long talk on your walk back here to the Citadel after
Hold
we
on.
let him drag you away in the desert.
Seconds
He's-
ago, you reprimanded him for not speaking to me correctly, and now you point out a
Yes,
tube.
Caddick,
Oh, no,
what-
I was
what is
saying for him to
going
be...
on?
sorry, he was not addressing Maya correctly, was
What is-
who I was reprimanding him for
Thank
that.
you. But what is going on? We were discussing. We weren't negotiating. We were discussing and we were learning. Creston,
Caddick,
he
she came from
released
another
you.
timeline. We don't even know what her deal's about. We know what we're here to do.
And you know
Kill
what's
the
in that
Dark
other
Arts.
timeline? The Citadel is in that other timeline.
Essence, how do you feel about this?
Essence is standing, well, right next to you, of course, too. I feel like my opinion would not be
wanted here.
Humility, an admirable trait.
Or because
Caddick,
maybe it's similar to some other ideas we've been shouting that might make
This-
people unhappy.
there's no need to shout. If we can just speak with one another, maybe you can learn as well. I know you
think
don't
there's
know me,
anything
Preston.
to learn. I think we're here to kill the Dark Heart, and I think these people are standing in our way.
If we kill, as Hex has just explained, the one dark heart is in the temple at the bottom of this crystal.
No, well, there's a dark heart nearby. I don't know if you realize who it was. We talked about it, but it is one very, very close.
Yes,
And then
there's
the other
another
one is in the temple, like the original necromancer's temple at the core,
of the
like that you went through in Celestial War.
right.
That's where the original one is. That's where the biggest one is.
Okay. So if we killed that one,
There's one here in the Citadel, and there's one there in the necromancer's temple in the core. Just for anyone who's confused,
but is the crystal connected to the core?
it reaches
Sounded
down to
like
the
he
core.
said- right, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It sounded like Hex was saying that the crystal was attached to that temple in a way.
No.
No, it's just
Well, that temple does feed off of the crystal a bit because it was created by the necromancer, and that's so in a way it does because they're both made of Dragano. But that the Citadel reaches from the upper overworld down into the core. That's
Right.
it.
Okay.
Brother, I fear you are balancing on the edge of a knife now. Why do you not rest? Eat. Sit with your friends. Discuss what you wish to do. If you want to be by my side here, there's a place for you. If you wish to be my enemy, there is a place for you there as well.
I see.
Thank you, Hex.
Is the gatekeeper still here?
He's standing down there. He's near you.
Okay. I'm gonna look at him and wink and be like, "We're still gonna have our tussle one day. Don't worry."
I look forward to it.
Like flinch.
He doesn't flinch.
You're good.
He almost flinched.
The blessed ones, they kind of motion for you to go with them. Do you guys walk with them?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay. They walk down. They walk back to the light, and you follow them all the way. They go down a few levels, and they walk out. And it's this long and wide hallway, and there's all these rooms to the sides, kind of like a hotel, just room after room on both sides. But instead of doors, they're portals in each one. They walk in. They go to the one on the second on the left. And they motion for you to go inside. There's three of them with you, and there's a few other people walking back in these corridors too,
What do they look like, the people walking?
like elites, the upper society here. You do see at the very distance there are people that clearly do not belong here. They look like they're guests like yourself.
Where are they?
Very far down the hallway. The hallway is longer than you can imagine.
Okay. I'm gonna picture myself popping out near them and walk through the portal.
That's what you want to try to do, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do?
Caddick?
Yes.
Remember, she's like this.
Essence and Caddick?
Essence is with you, yeah.
Shall we?
Indeed.
I suppose so.
Did we notice he disappear? Or?
Well, he's about to go through.
Yeah, I walk into them.
Well,
Oh, so
he walks to the portal. All you see is him walk to the portal.
I guess I go into where the blessed is leading us.
Okay, you walk in.
Walk in.
You walk in. So the two of you appear in the room, and
Does
it's
Essence walk in?
Essence walks in. She appears in the room as well, and it's almost like you're in this large, like rich kind of room, has all these like beautiful tapestries around it, and there is this huge giant window with like this colored pane of glass in it, and it gives you a view out of like the north side of the Citadel at almost the very highest point, and it's incredible what you can see out there. You can pretty much see all of the continent. That's how far it goes and how high you are, and you even see clouds that sometimes they're actually below you. So you're very high up. Craston, you go through the portal, and you come out of a different one. And around you are people that either you've heard about or have seen before.
Uh-huh.
Out of game is people, I won't say who yet, good or bad, from the quest, at some point are standing in this hallway.
That we all know? I mean, if we've watched.
Out of game?
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of them looks right at you. And that's where we stop.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Thanks for listening. Check out more shows like this at theaudiodungeon.com.